Girls Band Cry is an anime about, you guessed it, girls forming a rock band. Oh wow, I hear you say. How original. Next you're telling me that it's actually not about music, but about cute girls doing cute things. But you couldn't be more wrong. I mean, there are cute girls doing cute things and plenty of music, but put that aside. Girls Band Cry has plenty of strong elements that could, without exaggeration, make it be in the running for the anime of the year. There is also a strong possibility that you haven't heard about this anime, and that's not your fault. Unless you're Japanese, Korean, or God forgive me, French, then you're almost out of luck. No one picked up Girls Band Cry for English-speaking audiences, and that's a shame. You have to commit a crime to be even able to watch this anime. It's not all bad though. I've got to experience translated openings again. Do you remember karaoke subs? I forgot about those, so this is great. Buckle up and let me tell you about the show that the government doesn't want you to see. Spoilers for the first 8 episodes, and without further ado, this is Girls Band Cry. What you notice first of all is the CGI, and might be asking, doesn't this take away from the experience, like it might have done in Bang Dream It's My Go? Well no, because it adds to it, you pleb, you absolute idiot, you are so dumb for even asking that question. I can't believe what Toei Animation have been cooking here, because this animation is so smooth, soft, expressive, and so full of life. The way clothes and hair jiggle around while our characters move around, how the mouth movement is full motion and not just few cuts blasted together, how energetic our characters can be in just casual conversation, and this goes doubly so for the live action performances. Magnificent. If you believe that this animation is bad, then to make it clear, you're wrong and should feel bad. Repent and bow to your new overlords, because at points this anime puts even Studio Orange to shame and flips off any naysayer who didn't pick up this anime because of the animation. Now that's fine and all, but what is Girls Band Cry really about? Well, the series composition is done by Yuki Hanada, who also did that for Bocchi. No, the other Bocchi. Oh, and bunch of other stuff as well. So is in good hands. The story follows Nina, a high school dropout who has just moved in to Tokyo. She escaped her strict family and the horrible high school life to try and prove everyone wrong. This is harder than it looks, since she is such a care failure, and I love her. Nina at the beginning of the series has deep trauma, deep anxiety, and is annoying to deal with when she flip-flops between her opinions. This contradiction is also something that she knows about, which in turn makes it cutesy instead of annoying. At the start, she has hard time trusting people and escapes into her little dream world, which is filled with music by Diamond Dust, the band that was there for her during her lowest point. She was also bullied hard during her high school years, but I will talk about that later in its own section, since I feel that how the bullying and the culture surrounding it is depicted so well here in Girls Band Cry, and it's rather realistic, so it would be crime not to. At the beginning of the series, Nina rolls to a community college and tries to balance that with her being in a new band. I should also highlight that she does not know what flipping a middle finger means. Sheltered or oblivious? I'll let you decide. It's not her fault though, Momoka showed her how to do it. Blame her. During the first episode, she meets Momoka, a next member of Diamond Dust, and Nina's personal hero. Momoka is happy to meet Nina, and they do become fast friends, through various hijinks. Momoka is rather jaded when it comes to professional music industry, since it pushed her out of Diamond Dust. They say never meet your heroes, but this does not apply to Momoka. She is supportive of Nina and tries to guide her as best she can, even if it's looking like she is leaving the story for good during episode 1. Her plans change after Nina proclaims her feelings what Momoka and Diamond Dust meant to her. After that, Momoka decides to start a band with herself playing the guitar, and she recruits Nina to be the vocalist. Momoka also understands Nina perfectly and even spells it out here. And as a side note, I feel that she has dreams of becoming more. She does not show it, but she does regret not sticking around with Diamond Dust and this new band presents a new opportunity for her. And she really works hard to pay for studio and other expenses for the band. Nina's and Momoka's complicated relationship is the emotional heart of the story. They butt heads, and most of the drama is between those two. I don't think there is an episode yet where they haven't argued, but it feels affectionate, and they always make up. I want to highlight the episode 2's conflict between Momoka and Nina and a new member Subaru, more about her later. Even after Nina in her anxiety is rude towards Momoka and Subaru, she immediately regrets it and smashes the light they gave to her. Nina is so relatable, I love her. Thankfully there is a happy ending to this, as Momoka and Subaru find Nina in her dark apartment and comfort her and literally bring light to her dark apartment. Momoka is also a rather complicated character. She really wishes the best for Nina, but what Nina wants and what Momoka wants are destined to hit an impasse, as you will see later in the series. I mentioned drama, but Girls Band Cry is more of a comedy with dramatic elements rather than a full-blown drama like Bang Dream It's My Go. To show that, let's talk about Subaru, the third member of our band and the one playing the drums. Subaru, in contrast to Nina, is very outgoing and very joyful person. She tries to get closer to Nina, but Nina pushes her advances back. This leads to a minor conflict where Subaru believes that Nina does not want her in the band. Thankfully this misunderstanding is cleared up quickly, and the relationship between Nina and Subaru become the funniest part of the show. They banter, get into hijinks, share the same brain cell, and practice wrestling moves on each other. Subaru is a positive force in this group that tries to mend the early conflicts between Momoka and Nina, with her catching strays as well. Subaru also has issues, but they seem relatively minor compared to what Nina and Momoka are going through. Don't take me wrong, I don't want to downplay her issues, and they are still very real. Subaru's deal is that her grandmother wants her to be an actress, like her, and Subaru is only acting in her grandmother's interest, and trying to please her. In an act of defiance during middle school, she does not join the drama club, but the music club. And all of that leads her to the path of music. Subaru is a good emotional balance between Nina and Momoka, and consistently made me laugh the most. Whenever other characters are having a conversation, in the background, Subaru is doing her own thing, and it's cute. Subaru, Nina, and along with Tomo, who joined the band later, they form the Gremlin trio, that are completely unhinged and joy to watch. Music also plays an integral part to this show. The absolutely beautiful opening, the live performances, the band practicing together, our characters loving the whole process of creating music and coming together to perform art. Music is the beginning and the end goal, the vehicle to move forward, the source of the conflict, and most importantly, a place for our characters to escape to from life's problems. Like with a lot of anime, or any media about music at that matter, one of the key messages is putting your feelings into a song and letting it speak for itself. All the live performances that our bands do have led to a significant development in our story, and it's great to see and most importantly to hear. Our trio practices and do a couple of live performances together, which go surprisingly well, even with a couple of hiccups. I should bring up that everything that these three musketeers do is out of spite. Nina wants to prove her parents, her bullies, and everyone wrong by being strong and independent. Momoka wants to show that she can do music without big industry executives meddling with her work. And Subaru wants to do what she loves instead of what others want. Spite is a powerful motivator. I think it's best illustrated by how often the episodes end with an unique performance that puts our girls' feelings into a song. All of these are amazing, and they really bring out the animation for these scenes. There is so much energy coming out from these girls that it's addicting, and the animators really flex with their skills here. Speaking of Spite, I want to highlight that the only voiced 2D character with facial features is a dude bro who tells Nina, Momoka and Subaru that he doesn't like the energy that girl bands emit. This makes sense, since everyone knows that if you are a sexist, then you are a two-dimensional jackass. The show moves along a bit until our trio get approached by Tomo and Rupa, who have been side characters working at a restaurant that the group frequently visits. Tomo and Rupa have a popular Vocaloid act going on, but they are looking to join a band that suits their musical style, and they have big ambitions. After overhearing Nina and Subaru talk about beating Diamond Dust, they play their card and have a talk with Nina and Subaru, who hilariously can't work their single-shared brain cell to figure out what Tomo and Rupa want. They do join the band in the end, after everyone claims their goal to be performed at Budokan. I would also like to point out that Nina is not suspicious about Tomo and Rupa, like she was with Subaru and the club manager, who I haven't mentioned yet. I like him though, he's mischievous in a charming way. Character development for Nina. Tomo is a cute keyboardist and rounds up our Gremlin trio nicely. Much like Nina, she is really awkward around people, but she does warm up to Nina and Subaru immediately and usually plays a straight woman in their group, but does go along with their hijinks, like when they print t-shirts and merch before they even have a band name. She also has a past drama with her parents, so that is now a third band member with parental issues. Rupa is a bassist and Tomo's friend, and is more responsible and acts more like a parent alongside with Momoka. She is to Tomo what Momoka is to Nina, and pushes change that Tomo herself might not even do even if she wants to do it. Rupa is also the best girl, and will drink you under the table. I have very little else to say about Tomo and Rupa, since they've only been main characters for a couple of episodes, but I'm looking forward to hear the full deal. I also want to see Tomo meeting up with Subaru's grandmother. Please, Girls Band Cry, let me have this one moment, if nothing else. During episode 7, the latest one as I'm writing this, our band takes a road trip to perform their first live concert together, and it's filled with what you expect. Sleeping in the car, banter, and getting to know each other better by playing social games and heart-to-heart discussions. They meet up with Mine, who was and still is inspiration for Momoka. She also gives Nina motivation to make her decision on what she wants to do with her life. Momoka drops a bombshell during the episode, and Nina fires back at the end of their live performance that hits even harder. I won't spoil you what those bombshells are, but you can probably guess them. And we haven't seen the fallout from these bombs yet. That will have to wait till the future, and I'm excited what Girls Band Cry will cook for us. So I've been putting the lead on the whole bullying aspect, so let's tackle it now. Before Rupa and Tomo join our band, there is a key event during episode 5. Through happenstance, Subaru and Nina get tickets to watch Diamond Dust live performance. Turns out, Nina recognizes the new Diamond Dust vocalist as her old school mate, triggering a big anxiety attack and having Nina be absolutely furious about it, and gives her motivation to reach even bigger than Diamond Dust. We get a small flashback to Nina's past. And at this point, I want to highlight a book for you. Hold up, let me set it up. Hävitys, tapauskertomus, or Destruction, a case study, is a superb Finnish novel written by Ida Rauma about the author's own experience going through primary school in a specialty musical class and being the subject of bullying by her peers while being ignored by her teachers and counselors. The novel's main character, I, tries to live with deep emotional scars that this bullying led her, while we're being drip-fed her backstory. Unfortunately, it does not have an English translation, but I'll leave a link in the description so you can read more about the novel and the author Ida Rauma. I can't do it enough justice here. I wanted to highlight this novel for two reasons. First one was that it's funny how this novel has music as a backdrop and how people escape to music when dealing with life's problems, just like in Girls Band Cry. The second one is how raw the novel is, and how the same core issues around the culture of bullying are depicted here and in Girls Band Cry. Mainly that teachers, counselors, and sometimes parents will turn a blind eye to the bullying and blame the bullied person and ignore their pleas. It's only when the bullied fights back do they get yelled at and face the consequences. because of course the teacher's little pets could not possibly be so heartless, and can't you see that it's your fault, that they even bully you? The story is the same for I and Nina, and I bet if you're listening to this and have been bullied, then this will resonate with you. If you can't relate, then remember the saying, the axe forgets, but the tree remembers. We are not done with Girls Band Cry yet, but I'm willing to bet that if Nina meets her bullies, they will appear friendly and are glad to see her, which will most likely lead her to even deeper state of insecurity and anxiety. You might still be wondering, why bring up destruction at all? Well, consider the following. Isn't it funny that the same stories of hateful bullies, teachers turning a blind eye, the victim being punished when they're fighting back, and many more tropes related to school bullying, and the same elements keep popping up regardless of country and culture. This is made abundantly clear in the episode 7 when Nina's sister visits her and says to her that she should have kept it quiet and the school would have made it up for her, which to me sounds like a big reach. That's depressing to think about. So let's clear this rabble and move on to what I think is the most important message of the story. Welcome back. If Girls Band Cry tells us anything, then it's important to let past be past. You have to try and let it go, because the past shackles you and doesn't let you move forward. Forgiveness is important, and when it comes to Nina especially, she might be the only one who clings to the past, like this opening implies. I feel at the end of the series, Nina lets go of her past trauma and lets it not define her. Momoka and Subaru do have their past problems, and so do most likely Rupa and Tomo, but Nina has it the hardest. Unless something big is revealed during the later episodes. I obviously do not know that, since we are only 7 episodes in as I'm writing this, and episode 8 should come out before I'm done with the video, so I might look like a fool in the future. Sorry future me. I'll add to my reaction to episode 8 at the end of this video, since according to these previews, that could be the low point for our group, so stick around. Again, sorry future me. Before I move on, I have to add a thought I had about bullying being depicted in anime and manga while writing this video. I realized that Silent Voice, which I love, and it might be in my top 10 manga of all time, is a power fantasy for bullied people who want to see their bully go through what Ishida went through in Silent Voice. That's my hot take for this episode, and I will refuse to elaborate.
Cheese, please.
Let's end this on a positive note. Girls Band Cry is shaping up to be my anime of the year, or at least in the top 5. And that's saying something with how strong this year has been, and what is slated to come out later this year. Even without an official English localizer, I'm expecting the same for many others who have been following the series. Hopefully the anime sticks the landing, and I don't have to eat my words, but I'm mentally prepared for a happy or as bittersweet ending. I obviously recommend Girls Band Cry, and you should seek it out. I can't direct you to any official site, since for some reason no one picked the anime up, but you know how to find it. Yahar. Last time I covered a full-on drama with Bang Dream It's My Go, and now Girls Band Cry, a comedy spiced with drama. Maybe I should cover a full girl band comedy anime next time. But where would I possibly find that? Oh yeah, I think it's time for Bocchi again. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Okay, quick update like I promised after episode 8. So, yeah, best episode of the series so far. Like, holy shit, this was so good. I won't spoil too much for you, but let's say that the drama that was set up in episode 7 gets resolved, and it's not melodramatic like it might have been in Bang Dream. So that's something that's great. I don't have a script, so I'm winging this. I don't have anything bad to say, but I don't want to go into detail because the ending is so open yet. But if you've seen the episode, you know what I mean. It can go in many different ways, and I should say that in my predictions I was wrong in certain places, but some I was spot on. And I have to bring this up because this is a funny coincidence, because I brought up Habitus, Destruction, the Finnish novel, and I have to spoil this for you. So click off the video now if you don't want to hear the ending of episode 8. So there's a very strong possibility that Nina is lesbian, and the main character from Habitus is also a lesbian. So that's just funny to me. I didn't expect this at all. And they might not go full Yuri, but you never know with this. I mean, they might be cowards, but it's quite conclusive. I'd say it's 90% certain. And yeah, that's it. I have to bring this up because it also adds a lot to the bullying aspect of it. I saw the comment on Girls Band Cry subreddit about it, how, yeah, okay, the bullying makes so much sense now, and it can go on so many ways. I mean, yeah, fucking anime of the year so far. I haven't seen all of Jellyfish Can't Swim at Night, but that might be another contender for anime of the year. I mean, yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll still cover Bocce, but I might do Jellyfish after. I don't know yet. Yeah, see ya.